Hey,
Hey, welcome to PSC Sports Talk again. Today's a water day. It's like 97 degrees out.
just the two of us. It's only 93.
Jeff might be on next week. We'll see. All right, I'll let you. You did the deal.
Good to hear.
Go
Good to
ahead
hear.
and go ahead and make me laugh with some of
Well,
your deals.
yeah,
You probably
I
can't
sure
hear.
did. Only the first one. This is only the first
Only
one this time.
only
So
the
we're
first
going to
one.
start off with the Diddy trial is going on, and on
Lord.
the stand, uh, Cassie, who is 9 months pregnant, by the way. Good time to throw her on the stand when she's pregnant up there, trying to get some sympathy from the jury, I would assume.
So
But
hold
one
on.
thing that did come out
Who's
during
who's
her
Cassie?
testimony. Oh yeah, okay. Cassie is the woman that is uh, accused Diddy of all these horrible things, the sex trafficking and such.
I thought it was
But in her
more than one.
testimony, as you can see here, P. Diddy allegedly made escort pee in Cassie Ventura's mouth, according to the feds. Yeah. While he watched, cucking it in the corner. Diddy allegedly made sex workers do shocking acts in Cassie's mouth during freak-offs. Felt like she was choking. Now, I don't know if that's from the P or from the D, but the poor girl was choking. Um, but what I will say is, on the charges that Diddy is being charged with, I find it very hard to believe that uh, he's going to be found guilty. I
So you think
I
he
just
won't
don't
be
see it.
found guilty?
Am I saying that? I don't think he will be found guilty. No, but we'll see what else comes out. But I'm not saying that Diddy's a good guy. I think Diddy's a fucking scumbag. The things that he did to this woman is fucking horrible. But unfortunately, they're not charging him with all the shitbag things that he did. They're trying to charge him with a bunch of other bullshit. But again, nasty enough, he had some fucking sex worker piss in his girl's mouth. It's fucking disgusting. He's a fucking nasty fucker. Okay, so moving right along from Diddy Meister. Next we have Backlash.
Hey, Pat
Pat
McAfee
McAfee
back
and
there on the show.
Gunther. Hey, he had a great match, but I don't know if you saw the next day photos of Pat McAfee.
Oh, that he posted?
This is Pat McAfee. Yeah, the next day. Um, kind of beat up. Face is a little fucked up. Chest is very fucked up. Uh,
Well, him
I don't
and
know. He didn't look.
Gunther
He didn't look that bad on Monday.
they had a good chop match. And I only watched two matches of this on that pay-per-view. And from what I read up on it, the McAfee match was probably the better of all of them. And
Yeah, it
that was
really
just him.
was.
That was just him getting his ass beat with, a couple of good moves by him, kept us entertained because the John Cena Randy Orton match was pretty good to the end. And then I don't know what's up Triple H's ass now, but he is not writing very good storyline wise.
He obviously has balls up his ass. Is what he has. Uh, yeah.
Oh, pretty disappointing.
But I did see. I did see a very interesting video today. Have you seen this video of the? It's in New Japan Wrestling. A guy fucking goes off one rope, right? Comes off the other one, starts doing fucking cartwheels his way out of the ring, and then cartwheels his way up the fucking ramp and fucking kicks a guy as he's doing a cartwheel. It's fucking the most amazing shit ever.
No,
Crazy.
I have not Googled wrestler does cartwheels.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. It's pretty fucking amazing, actually,
I will have to
because it's
check
an
that
up.
out.
The ramp is going up too, so you know what I'm saying. You're doing. Well, he's not doing cartwheels. He's doing front handsprings, actually. If you want to be, technical on the move he was doing, but it pretty impressive. But yeah, McAfee had a great match. I thought. I only caught 3 matches of Backlash. I caught a little bit of the Dirty Dom and whatever the fuck his name is.
The other guy?
The new luchador guy. No, the new luchador. I don't know his name.
Grande Americano?
No, he fucked up. That's how he won, though.
Ray Phoenix or Penta?
No, Penta. Penta was about to win, and fucking Grande Americano came out of nowhere, headbutted him, and fucking Dirty Dom wins. So yeah, El Grande Americano was in there. Just fucked the match up. That's the only other match I saw. I heard the Becky Lynch and whatever the heck. Valkyria, whatever. Yeah, I heard that was a good match, but I obviously didn't see it because I caught it late.
Yeah, pink.
So
Pat McAfee, he turns pink and red pretty quick in a match.
Yeah, he's a pasty fucking white boy. He definitely has to do some more tanning if he's going to be a wrestler. But we'll see. It was like I was telling you off air there. Triple H, the way he was talking about McAfee was very interesting. Like I was telling you, it's like they didn't hire him to be a commentator. Sounded like he kind of signed on to be a wrestler. And it sounds like the ESPN deal is up very soon. Sounds like McAfee might be going back independent maybe again. We'll see, because very interesting that they put Rich Eisen in the same time slot as McAfee.
Well, the NFL Network
doing 12 to 3 on ESPN Plus.
NFL Network.
No, he's doing NFL Plus or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh well.
Right, but it's still competition with McAfee.
Yeah. Well, and he turned down a lot of money to go to ESPN. And the dude draws ESPN. I'd rather watch.
I'm sure ESPN paid him pretty well, but me too. Well, obviously, I listen to McAfee every day. So, next we have Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens has agreed to be on the USA baseball team for the World Baseball Classic. Big deal. Yeah, and most of the time, big time pitchers don't play in the Baseball Classic.
Juan Soto is going to be for whatever country he's from in the Baseball Classic. Ohtani will probably be on the Japanese one. The Japanese one should actually be pretty loaded.
Of course he will.
The Americans better get some good pitching in there. They're really screwed.
Well, yeah, if all their pitchers pitch, shit.
Because what year is it? 27?
But yeah, that was a big deal. I don't remember. I can't.
I know it's
it might be on the graphic there. Is it? This one's making the graphic big enough small. This one?
26.
Yep, 2026. Yeah, 2026. So, it'll be the first time that Paul Skeens plays any meaningful baseball for the next 6 years. So this will be fun to see.
All right, what's your next
one? The Pirates are fucking horrible.
Yes, they are.
Next, we have...
Hey. Since we were on baseball, I was wrong about Bud Black. When I said he'd be the first one fired, he was not the first one fired. The Pirates got rid of their manager like the week before.
Right. This is true.
This is
true.
Bud Black gone from the Rockies. All right, Derek Carr retiring. All right. What are your thoughts on this guy?
I think that Derek Carr was a top 10 quarterback for most of his career. When I
top
say
10
top
all
10,
time or top 10
no, just
during his playing days.
While he was in the league, a top 10 quarterback. But I'm not saying he was top 5. I'm definitely saying more like he was 7, 8, or 9 every year. He was solid.
Yes, I don't know if I could say
I don't
that.
think
I could say he was top 32.
Well, yeah, definitely. Definitely. He took the Raiders to the playoffs a couple years. I think he was always kind of fragile, though, I would say.
He was
Tough guy,
fragile,
but
and he wasn't on very good
missed
teams.
a couple games. Well, right. He didn't have a lot of talent around him. Exactly. I would agree with that. The Raiders are a fucking joke. They are a dumpster fire. Nobody likes to say it, though, but they're a dumpster fire. Hopefully, Pete can turn it around, but back to Derek Carr.
Excuse me.
I know where you're leading this conversation, so I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. Hall of very good.
I don't even say that.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
No, he's not a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's not even a Raiders Hall of Famer.
Very good.
Hall of okay.
I think he'll get he'll get his name in the rafters in Oakland. I mean, he very tough situation. You know what I'm saying? He had to bridge the gap from Oakland to fucking Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. I think they'll put his name in the rafters. I think they'll put his name in the rafters.
He could have been a much better quarterback on different teams. Yeah. But this does open the door.
I would definitely say his.
Does Aaron end up in New Orleans now? Does he say bye-bye to Pittsburgh?
No.
He comes out of that little
Aaron's
hole
still going to Pittsburgh.
Says, oh, there's 2 teams I can go to.
No. Nope. They're going with Shut or whatever, the old man, the guy that's old and purdy. They're going with that kid, from what I hear. My sources tell me that.
And until they sign
right.
Aaron.
Aaron's not going there. Aaron's going to play for Tomlin. He likes Tomlin. He doesn't like Kellen Moore. He thinks Kellen Moore's a douchebag. All right. So, again, Derek Carr, Hall of very good or Hall of solid guys. Hall it sounds like he's a good locker room guy. Sounds like most people in the locker room seem to like him. We did have the issue with Michael Thomas accusing him of throwing hospital balls and such. But, moving right along. Derek Carr, I wish you the best, buddy. Hopefully you can play catch with your kids someday.
Hall of okay.
Next, we have King Henry getting a nice extension at 30-plus years old, getting fucking 15 for 2 years, 25 of it guaranteed. I mean, that's good shit for a fucking old-ass running back. It just
not as good as other positions that don't touch the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for running back, it's good shit.
There's linemen that make more money than that per year.
Yeah, but they protect the quarterback.
Yeah, well, you know what? The running backs, they touch the ball.
They protect
a lot more. Not as much as the quarterback, but they're next on the team. And they're the ones getting their brains beat out. So it should be more, but kudos to him for getting it.
They're the ones literally gaining. They gain every yard. Like passing yards, obviously. A lot of that comes from in the air. You know what I'm saying? Running backs, they earn every fucking yard they get. They don't get fucking air yards. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry is still, I really think he could go over 2,000.
You know, what's funny is last year when he signed with the Ravens, I said that was a great signing. He's going to do great. I don't want to mention two other people's names. Nah, he won't get no 900 yards. Yeah, he must have heard you because he got easily over that 1,921, I think.
Hey, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he almost hit 2,000 again. I think he's got it in him. I do. I thought that Harbaugh was going to do the same thing he did the year before and run a 2-back system, but I mean he fucking lied to us in week 1. Said he's not going to give Henry the ball fucking 20 times a game or whatever.
Well,
yeah.
If they wouldn't
1,900 yards later.
If they wouldn't have jacked Henry around the first few games where they were trying all that RPO shit with him, he's not an RPO back. Give him the ball, let him run. That's what he does. If they wouldn't have done that the first few games, he would have been over 2,000 yards. Easily.
Well, they still need to keep that RPO in their offense, though. I mean, because Lamar Jackson is fucking.
Don't give it to him though. You hand the ball to him. Just hand it to him, let him go.
I am so excited to see what the Seahawks do with Milroe. That's all I have to say. He's Lamar fucking 2.0. All right. So next we have Chris Berman. Signs an extension through 2029.
I didn't even know he was still with ESPN until I saw that, and I'm like, wow. And
yeah, I think all he does is the just the Sunday morning shit. I think
he
doesn't do Sports Center.
He was great when he had Tom Jackson.
Tom Jackson.
Okay. After that, I mean, look, Berman
I fucking hated Tom Jackson, but
Berman does the same stuff. Back. He doesn't change it at all. It's the same shtick. And 50 years is long enough.
Okay. I think it's great, though. He's one of the founders.
They're giving him 50 years at ESPN. Mm-hmm. I'm glad they've shortened his time on air after they got rid of him.
Well, he's starting to lose it a little bit, too. But, so kudos to Chris Berman. Love Berms. Next, they finally did it. Pete Rose is available to make it into the Hall of Fame, along with Shoeless Joe Jackson. Some say he didn't cheat. Some say he still cheated. The guy did bat like 3-something and had a bunch of RBIs. In my opinion, I don't think he cheated. I believe the story that he had said where he got money, but he gave it back. I don't think he took money. That's my opinion. I wasn't even a fucking thought yet, so who knows? But I think Shoeless Joe was fucking good. Pete's a different story, but gambling's legal now, so you can't tell the story of baseball without fucking Pete Rose. And really, Shoeless Joe, honestly, from the sense of, not taking a bribe when your whole fucking team does.
Well,
You're the only one out there playing hard.
You don't know he did or didn't. I mean, how do you know he didn't take the money and say, okay, I'll lay off a little? He still had the best stats out of any player in that series. And what if he did lay off a little?
Right.
What? I tried my best. I tried to suck. I just don't suck. That's probably what he said.
Yeah, I'm just fucking really good.
I
mean, who knows? I mean, like you say, he says he didn't do it. You got to believe the guy. I don't know.
I think all the gambling crap really, unless you're doing it against your team, like is it the Porter family?
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. Yes.
Yeah. At least.
Hey, bet on me. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pull a hammy in the first quarter. Go for the under. Right. Go for the under.
And they did the investigation and pretty much found he bet on his team to win. So what? He bet on his team to win. It's not like he said, no, we're going to lose. I'm going to tank this game. Today's day and age, I think it's a little bit different, and it's kind of cool that Manfred said, you know what? Lifetime means your lifetime. Now, whether he gets in the Hall of Fame, which I think at some point they both will, but we don't know who's going to be making the choices in 2027 in that December for that classic era.
We kind of do. We kind of do. I heard that it is some writers, ex office people like GMs and such, and Hall of Fame, the people that are already in the Hall of Fame. So it's not all writers. It's a smorgasbord of different kinds of people.
But I will also say this: once these guys are in, because I do think these two will be in. I was reading the whole list of people. I was like, I haven't heard of half these names.
Right.
Once these guys are in, which it'll happen, steroid guys start getting in. That's what'll happen. So
Maybe.
you may see Gary Sheffield might be in one day.
Well, he might be, and then I can my hatred of the Hall of Fame will stop. But do you know who Dick Allen is? You know the Dick Allen story?
What's the Dick Allen story? Go ahead, tell us.
Well, I'm just wondering if you knew who Dick Allen was. He's one of the ones that got indicted by this committee this year.
What?
The committee that was going to end up putting fucking Pete and Shoeless Joe in, right? That committee this year inducted Dick Allen. And I think Dave Parker as well.
Dave Parker. All are very good for him.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Dick Allen, really. But Dick Allen was an MVP in the National League in the 70s. I don't know, just one of those. I'm just.
Hey, Princess Chris was an MVP.
You don't know who he is. It's very interesting. He's an MVP, and you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Who?
I said Princess Chris. He won MVP. He ain't gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Princess Chris.
Chris Bryant. Did he really?
Yeah, he won MVP.
When did he win MVP?
He won Rookie of the Year, then MVP. I think 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. Princess Chris
had
that's
all I have to say.
3 years tops of above average baseball. And now
it's Dick Allen.
All right, who you got next? Kudos to Manfred.
Hey, Rafael Devers is hot in May. I mean, 17 hits in 10 games.
I mean,
that's hot.
He's livid. Shit. He's livid. He's had it up to here with the Red Sox.
So now, again, we talked about this off air, but we'll have to inform the listeners of kind of what's going on here. You say now they have, first of all, they asked him, hey, you're the DH now. You're not going to play third base. You're just going to hit. Will you do that?
Well,
I don't really want to. I don't really want to, but I'm going to be a team player and do it.
That all started with signing Bregman.
Right.
And at first they asked him to move to DH, and he said no. And then they just moved him. And now they need him at first base. I don't know how good he'd be at first base. From what I was reading, he's never played outside of the left part of the field.
Yeah, my thought is why don't you move Bregman to first base? Give Devers his spot back so it's not being a whiny little pee hole. Bregman's taller, I'm pretty sure. Bregman doesn't have that beer gut that obviously fucking Devers has. Devers looks like he's about 40 pounds overweight.
Well, he's the new Ortiz. He's a little poppy. He's not a big poppy. He's a little poppy.
But see, at least Poppy had a big upper body still. Like Poppy never looked like that. Poppy was always just a big fucking dude.
He's not as big as that.
But he wasn't fat.
He's not as big as that third baseman for the Giants. What was it, Pablo Sandoval?
Oh, that guy was awesome.
Dude, that guy was a fat fuck. That guy was.
What was his nickname? What was his nickname? Like the cat or something? Or no, what was his nickname?
Fatty?
Oh, it was.
I'm as tall as I am round.
It was something along those lines. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Pablo Sandoval, great though. Bartolo Colon, again, another great fatty.
Oh, yeah, he was beefy.
CC Sabathia, another good fatty.
Yeah, but Pablo was bigger than probably Sabathia and Colon put together. That
I
guy
don't know,
was
man. CC got pretty big for a while there.
Pablo was huge, and I don't mean popular. So Devers, we'll go back to him.
The shit out of me.
He's looking at this from a business side. Why did you sign me to an extension if you don't think I'm good enough to play here and I'm good enough to play here? Look, you know what? Just trade the guy. Just trade him. He's still putting up numbers. Just trade him.
Nobody wants his contract, I'll bet. Because they signed him to one of them fucking 15-year dealies.
Oh, yeah, he signed a huge-ass contract. But if you have a third baseman,
nobody wants to pick that shit up.
Why do you want to go sign another third baseman that's older than the one you got? And the one you got's making less than the one you just signed. So what was in them contract talks with Bregman? That's what they should be looking at. Oh, yeah, you'll play third.
They should have went to Devers. They should have went to Devers first and fucking got his approval or stamp or fucking figured out who's going to play fucking third and who's going to play first or who's going to play short or who's going to play DH or who's going to play fucking left out. That shit should have been. They should have went to Devers first, in my opinion.
Say to get his approval,
went to Devers first,
but they should have went to him and said, "Hey, look, this is our plan to sign Bregman. We plan on him playing third. Where do you want to play?"
Right.
And then if he says nowhere, I'm going to be a douche and all this other stuff, then you're like, okay, do we need to look at trading this guy or do we not sign Bregman and look at another player? Because to me, it was very odd to get Bregman.
Or do we keep the guy that's already in our program happy and make Bregman move to first base? Like, I don't understand why they. I mean, don't get me wrong. Devers should be a better fucking teammate. He should.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the organization should treat him better, being that you signed him to a fucking 15-year contract. I don't know if it's 15, but I know it was a long contract.
I think it's 7.
You should fucking.
Regardless, you just
should respect the guy a little bit more, though. Yeah. Right.
And like I said, he's making less than Bregman.
In his mind, you're paying him to be the third baseman.
Yeah.
And he's making less? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a fucky situation. Goddamn Red Sox. And they're still probably above 500. Probably better than the Mariners. Record-wise. I don't have a Mariner update this week. I know we were losing to the fucking Bombers. I know that. Next we have Bud Black, as you mentioned, out as the Rockies manager.
I didn't know he was there for 9 years.
The firing of the Pittsburgh manager. Oh, I did. I guess I didn't either. I was gonna say though, like, how can you fire the man when you put out a shit product? You give the man shit every year. That team is garbage, and you're gonna put it on him? I mean, obviously shit rolls downhill and the owner can't fire himself. I mean, I understand that. But again, you're giving the guy chicken shit and expecting him to make chicken salad. And you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit. You can't.
When they fired him the day after they lost like 21-0.
One white, one's like brown. I mean, you can't make it. It doesn't. It's not possible. But again, Buddy Black. I mean, kind of the same thing. Again, somebody's got to take the blame.
Well, and mainly was the Rockies are on pace, I think, still to be worse than the White Sox were last year. I don't know if they still are.
Yes, they are. No, they are. They are. From what I heard in the last couple of days, they still are, yes.
All right.
But I thought, isn't Pittsburgh just as bad, if not worse?
They have more than 7 or 8 wins. That's the difference. and
Not. I mean,
have Skinnis.
not very though. They only have like 11 or 12.
Yeah, but they have Skinnis. They have hope. They should win every one of his games.
His girlfriend is gorgeous, by the way.
Who, Bud Black?
You know that? No, Skinnis.
No, I did not know that.
You really didn't know that?
No, didn't know he had a girlfriend.
And I, oh yeah, wow. Her name is Livy Dunn.
Oh my
she
Lord.
is
You got to say her address and everything, Mr. Stalker.
No, bro. She's uber famous. She pulls in like.
Wait, is she the Hawk Tua girl?
Like 5. No.
Oh, well, then, okay.
Kind of. She kind of looks like her though, a little bit, but she makes mad money in NIL because she's pull up Livy Dunn, or just type in Paul Skeens and then type in L and it'll come up.
Oh, look,
next we have the NBA playoffs.
They went to the playoffs. Playoffs.
NBA playoffs, right?
Playoffs.
So the Pacers have advanced. Kind of kicked the shit out of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They did. I don't know how far Indiana's going to go, though. I don't know.
I mean, well, we'll get to that in just a second. We'll go over the round here, and then we'll talk about the next round a little bit. But so yeah, the Pacers kicked the shit out of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Really wasn't even close. Halabeezy and Siaka's pretty badass, and so's the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's the other guy on
Halliburton and some guys you'd never heard of.
No, what's his name? The guy with the headband right there. Yeah,
exactly.
His name
guys you never heard of.
I heard of him. He was on my fantasy basketball team.
You still couldn't say his name. Yeah,
whatever. I want to say it's Turner, but he had 5 blocks last night, though. He was killing it.
Yeah.
So next we have the Game 5 matchup of last night.
Dude, I think whoever wins the series.
Miles Turner. His name is Miles Turner.
Dude, I had a high school English teacher named Miles Turner. He was kind of a douche.
Well, did he play basketball?
No, he was in drama. He was a drama guy.
Well, then it's not the same guy.
Yeah, he was a douche. Kicked me out of class because I belched.
Again, well, you shouldn't belch in class. That's rude. He's trying to teach.
Couldn't help it. Had to go. Had to let her out.
Yeah, I mean, you can't leave it in. I mean, I agree. You can't leave it in.
Don't give me English after lunch.
Right? Exactly. That's your bad, not mine.
And he did not like swearing either.
Oh, well, then he's super. Oh, I almost said it. Almost said the bad word.
All right. Oklahoma City, Denver. I think, honestly, the winner of this series is going to win the whole thing. I mean, this has been a great series. And it's probably going to go 7 games.
What is the schedule? So game 5 was
tomorrow in Denver,
Oklahoma City, right?
Tomorrow in Denver.
So game 6 is in Denver. Game 7 is
Oklahoma City.
OKC. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, you play at one of the two teams that are in the matchup.
Yes, smart ass.
So game 7 would
It
be
used to
Sunday.
be.
Wow, there's no NBA basketball on Saturday.
sorry to all of you that actually stuck around this long. Yeah, we got kicked off the internet, so Eric should be on his way back in. I'm just trying to get everything set back up again. So I appreciate your patience, at least. We had one person in here a minute ago. They left. Can't blame them. So I guess I should have been already filling airtime. My bad. So here on the Oklahoma City and Denver series, uh, Jokic has been playing like beast. Well, at least he did last night. Been kind of slow the last couple games before that, but last night came back with another 42 points. OKC's is tough. Dort hit a bunch of shots down the stretch to keep him in the game and take the lead. So I don't think that Denver is actually going to be able to come back and win the series. I don't think. I think this is OKC's for the taking, and it should be them and Minnesota probably. But we'll talk about Minnesota here in just a minute. Yeah, I think it's. I think Denver will get the next one tied up at 3-3, and then I think Oklahoma City's going to win it in 7. We'll see. Denver can get hot. You know, Jokic needs some help though. I mean, he can't do it all. They were feeding him the ball. They were, force feeding him the ball really, and he played well. But again, he just needs his supporting cast to step up as well. Murray missed some open looks last night. I mean, it's gonna happen. Don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. So, I guess moving right along. We have the Celtics and the Knicks. Um, Surprise, surprise, surprise. The Knicks are up in this one 3-1. The sad part, obviously, Tatum and the Achilles injury. sad. It's going to be tough for Boston to come back without Tatum. I mean, Jaylen Brown's good, but you know, Tatum's the guy. Seems like. I haven't seen him play a good game myself personally, but from what I can gather just from even these last few games where he hasn't even played that well, he's the one that's bringing the ball up in the clutch. So he's definitely, very key to their offense. So I think Boston's in trouble again because of this next guy here, Jalen Brunson. The guy is absolutely killing it. Boston doesn't have an answer to it for him. The way that these Knicks are playing in the fourth quarter it's outstanding, which makes me feel good because I have a long shot bet on the Knicks to win the title. So as much as I thought Boston was going to win, I am rooting for the Knicks to win the title. Again, still like the Nuggets, but the Knicks are the one I got flyer on. So, but again, if I had to pick who I really thought out of these teams that are still remaining, I still got to go with probably the Nuggets until they get knocked out. That's probably my pick. But next we have the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Without Steph Curry, this is a tough one to gauge. When Steph was playing, they were winning. As soon as Steph stopped playing, they haven't really won. So I heard he's not playing in Game 5. That's gentleman sweep right there. I've heard that Steph has come out and said that you guys don't know if I could play. I could play. I mean, I believe him. I believe if Curry could play, he would play. I totally agree with that. I mean, I don't know. I strained a muscle and ran 400 meters like the same day. I mean, yeah, it hurt a little bit, but I mean, you're not going to die. It's not going to like pull off the bone. I mean, it's just a little strain. Like I know you run around a lot, Mr. Curry. I understand that, but like go stand in the corner like most of these other dudes in the league. Just go stand in the corner and like shoot threes. Like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But again, that's why I'm not Steve Kerr or Steph Curry for that matter. So I think they're dead in the water, but we'll see tonight. So before I talk about the scheduled release, we'll talk about the next round of the playoff a little bit. So we have, I think, obviously moving along, we're going to have the Knicks against the Pacers, and then it's going to be the Timberwolves against the probably the Thunder. I want to say Indiana, honestly, but again, I gotta go with the teams I'm thinking, or that I want to make. So I gotta go with the Knicks, and I gotta go with the Thunder, and the Knicks over the Thunder is what I'm gonna say for now. We'll see if the Thunder can get through. NFL schedule. I was hoping Eric had a little bit more on this one than I have. They are running a lot of games in Europe. I did see that. I know the Steelers and somebody are playing in Dublin. I know Minnesota plays in Dublin, but not the Steelers, I don't think. Might be the Steelers, maybe. But I know they play in Dublin and then in London the next week. So they'll be there for 2 weeks. And then they come back and play, I think, after that. So I don't think they have a bye afterwards. I could be wrong, but yeah, there's a heck of a lot of games in Europe, as well as I think it was the Chargers are playing their first game down in São Paulo again, down in Brazil, as well as the Jaguars are going over, as they always do, to London. Berlin had a game. I don't remember which one. The Thanksgiving game is going to be the Cowboys and the Chiefs. I know that. The opening Monday night game is the Bears and the Vikings, I want to say. The opening game of the year, I think on Thursday night, is going to be the Cowboys and the Eagles. We have Kansas City playing on Christmas, which means they're probably going to end up playing on New Year's as well. I think that's all the schedule shit that I know. They're probably out by now. I just haven't seen them. So we'll talk about those next week, probably a little bit more. But I'm going to go and end the stream now. So, appreciate anybody sitting around this long. Sorry about the mishap. Our internet went down. And, yeah, I don't know why Eric didn't get back on. Fucking punk-ass bitch. All right, so to the ones and the nuns out there, appreciate you. Another week here with PSC Sports Talk. This is Max the Man. I think Diddy's innocent on the charges, but I think he's still a douchebag. The guy can go get fucked in jail for the rest of his life. Appreciate you. To the nuns, to the ones. Deuces. Till next week. Get us some new ads, maybe.
And sponsoring today's show, we have Dick's Drive-In. Come by Dick's Sunday from noon to 5 and get a bag of Dick's for $10. Come to our biggest Dick's location on the corner of John Holmes Drive and Ron Jeremy Boulevard. Next, we have Chesterfield Cigarettes. The cigarette for all your favorite athletes. Must be 18 or older. The lard. Are you feeling depressed? You want to have a great day? Eat more lard. Sega and their newest gaming system, the PlayCube. Pick one up at your local mall today. Only $199.99. X-ray glasses. See your favorite girl's britches without her even knowing. A must-have for all peeping Tom. While supplies last, get a free shoe mirror for ultimate up-the-skirt action. Pick some up at your local 5 and dime. Budweiser. Not just your favorite beer, it's hers too. When you need to get her drunk, grab a Budweiser.